it's Jessie V. So, I have done a video like this before. It was called 10 Things Wrong with The Little Mermaid. And some people got very, very angry when I made that video. They were mostly offended that I was calling out their favorite Disney movie. So, before I begin this video, I feel like I need to make a little disclaimer here. This is all just for fun. I know that Beauty and the Beast is just a movie. It is not meant to be taken seriously. I know that it's fiction, so crazy things are allowed to happen. I completely get that. It is a Disney movie. But I still thought it would be interesting to pick it apart just a little bit. I watched it about a month ago with my boyfriend, and we kind of jotted down some notes that didn't make sense to us about the movie. So, if you are going to be upset with me about making this video, it's probably best not to continue watching. I do not like to anger anybody. But yeah, it's just harmless fun. So, with that being said, let us continue, shall we? Okay, so I love Beauty and the Beast. I cried tears of happiness at the very ending. It is so great. It's probably in like my top 10 favorite Disney movies. But here are some things that I personally think are wrong with it. Number 1, the prince gets cursed because he does not let a stranger into his house. Like, this creepy old lady comes knocking at his house in the middle of the night and just expects to be let in like there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, if someone knocked on my door while I was sleeping, I don't care how old they are. I don't care what their appearance is. I'm not letting them in. I don't know, I just thought she was a bit hasty to curse him, you know what I mean? Was it really necessary? I don't think so. Oh, and according to a lot of sources online, he was 11 at the time. So you, old lady, are punishing an 11-year-old for not letting you into his house? Really? Come on. He was just obeying the do not talk to strangers rule and you punish him. Oh, and just to add on to that, number 2, why was the prince answering the door himself? Isn't that a little bit dangerous? Like, shouldn't his guards or his servants answer the door first to make sure the person at the door isn't a threat to the prince? I've just never heard of a prince answering the door himself, that's all. And what the heck ended up happening to this old woman anyways? She's clearly a very, very powerful sorcerer. Like, does she roam the earth torturing other people? Because she was never caught or defeated in Beauty and the Beast. Number 3, why in every Disney movie ever does true love's kiss have to break the curse? Think about it. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. Why can't we change it up a bit, you know? Why can't the curse break if you eat like a large cheese pizza in under a minute? Come on, Disney. It's getting repetitive. Number 4, isn't it a bit messed up that if the Beast does not find love before the age of 21, he'll be cursed forever? I mean, it's already difficult in the real world to find love before that age, let alone in a deserted castle in the middle of the woods. And number 5, how does this sorcerer expect that a young woman is gonna fall in love with a huge hairy beast? I mean, he's terrifying. You're making this super, super hard for him. He looks like a werewolf on steroids. Like, yeah, let me just fall in love with that. That sounds easy. And don't get me wrong, I get that Disney is just trying to show people that you should fall in love with someone's personality and not their looks, which is obviously cool and all, but come on, his teeth are the length of my toothbrush, for goodness sake. I just feel like fear would override any other emotion I was feeling. I mean, it's just natural. It's in our bones. It's in our being to be afraid of something like that. Number 6, Belle starts loudly singing and insulting her town in front of everybody, basically going on and on about how boring her town is and how much she wants a different life. There must be more than this provincial life, she says. She's literally singing in a nice way about how much she hates the town. And I mean, that's fine, Belle. Have your own opinion, that's cool. But maybe sing about it a little bit quieter, because you're quite loud and all of the village people are looking at you. But I mean, in saying that, the village people are just as bad because they are singing about how weird Belle is because she reads books. They also call her peculiar right in front of her face. I mean, this town does not know how to talk quietly. This whole song sequence at the beginning of the movie in the town is just insults being hurled everywhere. Number 7, how did Belle get the beast's massive heavy body onto the horse after he was attacked by wolves? I mean, he is 5 times her size. Probably weighs as much as a house. Where did her strength come from? She's tiny. Does she have like a secret Hercules inside her? Number 8, why doesn't any person in the town know that this giant castle exists? Has no one ever explored the forest? Did no one know about a prince that ruled their land just a few years before he was cursed? I mean, mean, it's recent history for them. There's probably still old people in the town that were around while he was prince. Like, did people just forget? I just don't get how they don't know. How does a giant building go unnoticed? I mean, it like towers above the trees. Like when Belle's father tells Gaston in the town about this castle, they all laugh at him. What? It's massive. It's a massive castle. How do you not know that there is a giant cursed beast that used to be your prince within walking distance? Number 9. Do you ever just think about the fact that this sorcerer turned a bunch of innocent children into teacups? And she turned the dog into a pillow thing. Like, what did they have to do with anything? Why are they being punished for something the prince did? Isn't it wrong to drink tea out of a little boy? Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? That sounds so wrong. And why does Chip have a chip in his head? Does that mean that when he turns human again, he'll have a giant gash in his brain? I mean, this sorcerer is coming across all good and like, oh, I'm gonna change the prince for the better. But then you're changing all of the other children who did nothing wrong. So really, sorcerer, you are the bad one, okay? We all know you're the bad one. And number 10, what would have happened if Belle actually touched the rose? The bee stopped her right before she did. Like, would she have exploded? Would she have killed the flower? Would she have made it so the beast was cursed forever? What would have happened if she touched the rose? I really want to know, but we will never know. Maybe if she touched it, she would have turned into furniture as well. Anyways though, those are the 10 things that I think are slightly wrong with Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was super fun to critique. Like I said before, please do not take this video seriously. It was just for fun. It's just a movie, so the impossible can happen. Logic does not have to be a thing. So if this was your favorite movie, it should continue to be. It will still be one of my favorite movies. But even things that are amazing still have their faults. Anyways though guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to make more 10 things wrong with blank videos, because I definitely can. And as usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time guys, bye!